Start by introducing yourself to everyone who's watching.
Of course, I'm Sean Easton and I'm coach of the Romford Raiders.
We love
When
that.
did
That's
so go? When did you first get into ice hockey? How did you start?
I think I was taken to watch a Chumps of Chieftains game, and there was a skating session for the fans afterwards, and that was me, hook, line, sinker.
I feel like that's how we all start.
Yeah.
How long have you been coaching for?
Oh, since I was old enough, so I'd done me level one at 16, and I ended up basically full-time head coaching the Southeast Conference teams from the age of 16, and yeah, ever since then I've been a coach.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
Uh, what made you want to coach in Romford?
Um, I took so the rink was about to open, or a year before that. Um, John Scott had a chat with me about potentially coaching a Romford. Romford at the time were going to be in the same level as the Chiefs, but there was going to be that chance and progression of being in the higher league, in the National League as it is now. So yeah, I took that on, and then at the same time, I took the job on as the ice rink manager at the new rink.
You
So
are
it
there a
all
lot.
just fell into place.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah.
You live at that rink, didn't you?
Yeah.
What made you decide to come back mid-season this season?
Um, I think there's always a fond place in my heart for the Raiders. It was a tough decision to step away in the first place. I had my year off, still watching the boys in Lation do their thing. Yeah, then I was still watching the Raiders this year. And Barry gave me the call and saying they needed a coach, and so I didn't hesitate to say yes.
You'd often see you in the VIP room just watching.
Poking me head out the corner, hiding.
Yeah. Uh, what are your goals for the team for the rest of the season?
Obviously, it's to make the playoffs. Once we're in the playoffs, I'm confident and I believe that this team could do what we done, was it 4 years ago now, and have an amazing playoff run to make the commentary weekend.
I do feel like this is the first team since then that I'm like, they could do it. They
Yeah,
could.
yeah, I think we've
They
got
could.
all the pieces to do that. It's just
Yeah,
we've seen this year already when all the pieces click, we can beat anyone.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
definitely.
definitely the first time I'm like, it's in reach.
Yeah,
It is.
just getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. In terms of coaching, you've coached a lot of these boys from their juniors into seniors. How has that been?
Uh, it's scary to think of how old some people are now and how long I've been coaching them. But I think Jakey, I coached majority of his junior hockey. I think I've been other than that year off I had, I've been his only coach he's had for the past, Christ, 15 years. Which it must be bad for Jakey. I feel bad for him, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see the progression from when they were kids to where they are now, and it's been nice to share that journey with them, be a part of that.
It must be
Yeah,
really cool.
definitely.
Literally see them growing, go up the leagues and stuff. Like,
Yeah, and
I would
accomplish
love
what they've
that.
accomplished at their senior
Yeah,
levels, and yeah, being part of that has been great.
down to you.
Well, no, most of it's down to the player.
Well,
They've got to have a good coach there guiding them, though.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what they say about that.
I'm learning that you're all so humble.
Yeah.
You're all so humble.
Yeah.
Take the compliments. Uh, how did you feel when you was first asked to coach GB? Because that's massive.
Yeah, that's oh Christ, I've been doing that what I think that's 12, 13 years now. Yeah, that's really exciting. I remember the first tournament just helping out, being assistant coach, and it's a nerve-wracking experience because you're on the big stage and but yeah, that's the most exciting part of my year is that last tournament a year of the World Championships and yeah, just that trying to accomplish gold every year and it's fantastic. It's fantastic being able to travel the world for hockey, being able to see other nations play and yeah, being able to select the best players possible from the UK.
Pretty cool.
Love that. How do you cope with coaching multiple teams at one time? So obviously you'll still be head coach of the Raiders whilst you're out in GB. How do you cope with that?
I don't. It's terrible. The year we made Coventry, obviously I was in I think it's Serbia watching the Raiders kind of get through Peterborough to get to the Coventry weekend. We were flying back when they were playing Sheffield in the semi-finals. So obviously when you're flying, you got no signal, you got off the plane to find out they won. So got in my car and rushed straight over to Coventry.
Oh
But,
wow.
yeah, it's tough. It's you want to be
I
committed.
remember that.
Yeah,
When we literally see you by the skin of your teeth across the rink, and
yeah,
we go, "Oh
walking
my God,
in
Sean's
during warm up.
there."
Some said it was a bad omen turning up because we lost the final, but
Oh.
They was very unlucky with that. Very
yeah, yeah.
unlucky.
First 10 minutes that killed us.
Yeah, no.
Extra 5 minutes and it could have been theirs.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's tough because you want to be fully committed, but you also want to do as much as you want to can do while you can. So, like I said, if I weren't coaching GB, that'd be a very sad state of affairs for myself. Like you want to be selfish and you want to do it all.
And when given
What?
that opportunity, why would you not take it?
Well, that's
Absolutely.
it. Like you just never know when the time's up, so you do it when you can.
Yeah, no, definitely.
What is the biggest difference between coaching GB, juniors, National League? Like, how do you adapt to that?
I think it's quite a close comparison anyway. It's the players, majority of the players that I coach at GB play National League. So I don't think it's too different. The biggest difference is the competition we play against. The style of hockey is totally different. Obviously, rink size, style of hockey, the style of play, the rules. That's the different part of it. But from a coaching point of view, I'm doing the same stuff really what we do GB to the Raiders and vice versa.
What about with the juniors? Because obviously you was with Chelmsford during your time off. How did you find dropping down
It's fun.
to
Like
that level?
I like that challenge, like bringing players to the next level of their hockey and trying to develop them into the highest level possible. The style of coaching is different, and yeah, it took a while to adapt again, but you're breaking down the game a lot more, and you're trying to think a little bit more basic and simple, and in terms of how to execute certain things. What is the individual talent needed to execute? What we're probably coaching more at Raiders is the team system.
Mhm. What is, or what would you describe your style of coaching?
Um, I think I'm a player's coach. Um, I care for the individual. I want to make sure the individuals are kind of happy, understand what they're trying to achieve, understand kind of their little wins rather than what the team win is. And obviously, we want to win and compete and do well. But as an individual, some guys play a lot more than the others. You want to make sure that they're developing and in their own right, they feel part of the team and part of the success that we have. So, yeah, I consider myself as a player's coach. Um, I think my strengths always have been like bringing a bunch of people together to making a decent team, a good team.
Absolutely. Uh, how do you keep the team motivated in a tight or physical game? How do you think you bring everyone together? keep going.
Um, oh, how do I? Oh, I think it's the same message. Like we had a great run for the last 2 weeks where we've had some fantastic results and playing the right way. I think it's trying to kind of stay on track of what brought us success in the first place. So it's reinforcing them points of this is why we were winning. This is what we were doing well when we were winning. And then like this weekend just gone where we weren't as good as we have been over the weeks. It's again, it's that reminder of this is where we needed to be. This is where we what we got to do to win. And it's yeah, I lost my mind a little bit Sunday at them, but very often do I lose my head. I just felt it was needed at a time. We just lacked a bit of energy, but yeah, it's keeping on track of reminding them well how we got success in the first place.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all that's needed.
Yeah, this stage of the season, you don't want to do too much teaching. There's not too much new learning going on. It's just reinforcing the good stuff that's got us into good positions.
Yeah. No, definitely. How important is the mental preparation in comparison to the physical preparation for games?
Huge. The mental side of the game is huge, especially over such a long, intense season that we play. Um, we're a team that lose games because of our mentality. We're too hot-headed. Um, if we're over psyched, we run around and take penalties. If ref makes a bad decision, we're probably going to play bad for the next 5, 10 minutes because we've just told the ref what we thought of him. That mental side is something we've been talking about a lot for the last 2, 3 weeks. Just staying in the present, goldfish mentality.
Some might say passionate.
Yeah,
We're a
there's
very
passion.
passionate team.
The very, very, very passionate team. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you can be passionate but focused in the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it you that taught Max the goldfish mentality?
Max Van Mullen,
Yeah.
Max has always been a goldfish. But,
Because he was telling us about his goldfish on his helmet. So I just wondered where if
yeah,
maybe that was
I,
inspiration from you.
again, I've coached Max for a few years, so I might have. I've got that
Yeah, he
goldfish
said.
brain at the moment, so I forget.
He said if he has a bad moment, like lets in a goal or something don't go right, he takes off his helmet and looks at the goldfish on the back to remind him to forget.
All right.
So it's funny you say that.
Yeah.
When it comes to making a team, what's one thing you expect from the boys?
Buy-in. They've all got to have the same goal in mind. Individual accolades are fantastic, but it's not the be all and end all of team success. So yeah, the buy-in.
How do you help develop the younger boys within the squad?
Um, I think it's mentality and understanding roles of what they're expected to achieve at this level. I think from jumping from juniors to seniors is a huge jump. You might be a 70 goal scorer at a junior level, but not score a goal for the first 5 years of playing senior hockey. So they got to understand that transition of you are what or you were what you were, but now you are something different. You need to be something different within this team to have success. And it's yeah, they basically got to go back a few stages of their career and go back to that simple hockey role of don't concede, work hard, and earn your minutes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah, and it's like from an individual point of view, it's tough because you you're so used to scoring 70-point seasons, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you get a couple of assists over the course of a year. But like
Yeah.
someone like TJ's transitioned very well into because he was a point producer at junior level when I think his first senior year he was straight back into the points as well. So not everyone can have that transition.
No, it's quite rare. Uh, what is the biggest mistake you see a lot of rookies make when they come up? other than thinking they're going to score a load of points.
Yeah, I think it's that junior mentality of overplaying on the puck, not playing enough off the puck. And that's the biggest thing that you try and coach out of people with. It's the speed. Like juniors, you're probably on the puck for statistically during a 60-minute game, they're probably on the puck for about 15, 16 minutes. I mean, even the best players at national level, they're probably on the puck for 4 or 5 minutes a game. So they've got to get used to playing off the puck and doing the right things with the puck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's it like in the dressing room or the coach back to Romford after you've done like a big win like you did with Swindon the other week?
It's a great feeling. It's a great, great feeling. Everybody's got a smile on their face. Um, again, we spoke about this not long ago. We get so high on the highs. Like every game we win, it's like we've won a trophy. But as soon as we lose that next game, it's like straight back down to reality. Um, that's an issue that we've got. We've got to kind of stay level headed in success and stay level headed in losses. But yeah, like everyone loves to win. It's easy when you win.
I
It
think
is.
the fans are the same.
Yes,
A
yeah.
win is like, oh my god, this is amazing, and a loss, it's like, oh
The end of the
yeah.
world. End of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm one of them. I'm just happy to be here, fan. Uh, we have kind of spoke about Coventry, but how did it feel to you knowing that like you possibly couldn't have been there?
Um, it hurt. It hurt a lot because it's such a long season. You get to know everybody so well over the course of a season. You know how much blood and sweat has gone into achieving something as big as making Coventry weekend. Um, I knew I could get back to I knew I was going to get back for the final. So when I found out we won the semi, it felt great because I was able to get there and be a part of it. But if we had lost that semi and I weren't there for a game, that would have hurt because, like I said, going away with GB, as good as it is, you don't work as hard as you work for 9 months to not be a part of the party.
Yeah, it's like the big finale, and
Yeah, yeah. It's like this year. Obviously, I weren't planning on being with the Raiders, but if we make the Coventry, I miss it. So it's sad, but it is what it is,
it's
unfortunately.
part of part of it for you, isn't it? It's just you
Yeah,
know that going into it kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the timing's horrible for the under-18s GB tournament trip, but uh, yeah, sacrifices you have to make.
Yeah.
I'd take that sacrifice. I have you as a coach.
Thank you.
Mm. If you could change one rule within hockey, what would it be?
Oh,
I love this question.
if I could change one rule. Oh, that's tough. Just so used to playing to the rules. Overtime, shootouts. I don't like a shootout. I think it's
No,
an unfair, wicked way of deciding who wins the game. Even like overtime, if we could go stay 5-5, I think that's a fairer way of deciding the outcome.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And shootouts, there was stuff on Facebook, weren't there? Because Svek took 3 of the 5 shootouts or something, and people were saying that weren't fair.
Yeah, I think the
But
first 3 shots, 3 different people have to take, and then after that,
yeah,
whoever you can use the same person.
I think that could be controversial if you've got a really good shooter on your team.
Yeah, yeah, it could do. It's always
I
hard to
just,
decide who's going to be your shooters as well, because
yeah,
I always tend to kind of go off the game rather than like someone just might not be having a great game and low on confidence for that day. As much
yeah,
as pre-plan who you think your shooters are going to be, Um, Dawson Osborne might have scored 5 goals in that game, so that changes your thought process, and he goes in for a shot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, definitely.
Uh, if you weren't involved in ice hockey coaching and ice rinks and all that, what do you reckon you'd be doing?
I wouldn't know because I've only ever been involved in ice rinks and ice hockey. God knows what I'll be doing. I wouldn't even know if I'll be existed. It's
Any other
something.
sports?
No, no.
Nah.
I actually hate watching sport. I'm not a fan of sport at all.
That would shock a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Yeah.
can't. I couldn't sit in front of a TV and watch a game of any sport really. I want to be involved.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. What's one thing that may surprise fans about coaching?
Um, I think yeah, the emotional connection you have. I think uh, I think the time and effort that's put into it, no one gets to see what I do as a coach. All you see is the end product. So I don't think fans appreciate too much the time, the effort, what's put into the coaching. Um, I think a lot of coaches are ranked on their wins and losses rather than their actual successes, and money's a lot to go on in wins and losses. The caliber of play you're able to get, the professionalism of the setup. None of that's really dictated by the coach. Um, but it's that emotional, like that year, my last year doing the Raiders before I come back, really took its toll on my health. Just seeing some comments, just seeing they just don't understand the time, effort, emotional input that you have into the team, into the game. Like no one likes to see your team lose, and that's 100% more the case for the coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think people don't realize how much you put in personally, but also the team, how much the team put. It's not just Saturday and Sunday.
No, no, not at all. It's 3 nights
It's
a
so
week
much more.
training. It's the
Yeah.
gym work. It's the sacrifices they're making, missing family time, and yeah, walking
And
out the
it's
house
just
in December when it's raining and freezing cold. It's tough. It is. You admire any player that puts in the time and effort that they do to compete for
yeah.
the fans. Yeah.
And obviously it's the same for you, but you're more like strategies and plays and all of that. Like that's a lot. It's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
lot for one person.
you can't switch off because I don't have an impact in the game. It's not like I can go home and say, "Oh, I wish I took that shot." It's like I'm, "Oh, I wish I didn't have that line on at that time, or I didn't call my time."
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do that makes an outcome. I just put the guys on the ice.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating thing. Like being an ex-player as well, you kind of think, "Oh, I could have done a better job than that sometimes," but
You
couldn't.
put your trust into the players.
You do, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
out of your hands when
yeah.
they're on the ice. Uh, do you have a favorite coaching memory?
Um, I think Coventry finals one. That's
Definitely.
that was emotional. I think doing the team talk before the game, I was crying. So,
Oh,
and the other one was gold medal with GB in Estonia.
there's some great memories.
Yeah.
They are. They are. What is your opinion on away teams calling timeouts in Romford?
I feel bad for them. Um, it'd be an interesting stat to find out how many teams have called a timeout in Romford in the last 4 or 5 years because it don't
It's
feel like they
definitely
do it.
going down.
I haven't. I don't think I've seen one yet this year. But
We had one the other week, but
Week.
there was a junior game on, so some of the players who come down
yeah,
wasn't there.
right. Okay.
They was at a junior game, so it wasn't too
It weren't as
bad.
Yeah,
loud. No.
Yeah.
but the noise does disrupt our timeout as well. So, but no, It's if I was an away team, I'd be fuming. I'd be mad because it's not kind of the spirit of the game, but I do find it funny.
A
I
lot of
find it
players
funny.
do laugh.
Yeah.
You do get the odd occasion where they don't and they find it extremely frustrating. There is one coach in particular that I think finds it extremely frustrating and gets really annoyed by it.
Who's
But the
that?
majority do stand there and laugh and playfully squirt the water and stuff over. So it they genuinely take it quite well, to be honest.
What coach don't like it?
Ashley Tate.
Oh.
Shocker.
Yeah, here's one that stands out for like getting extremely frustrated with not no one being able to understand what he's saying because they just physically can't hear him.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's gonna be extremely frustrating, especially if you're calling it to try and be tactical and change something or whatever, and they just can't hear you. It
Yeah.
must be frustrating.
Yeah.
I just like how confused they get if Romford call the timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look around and some of them are like, What's going on? Why is there no noise?"
Home
So that throws them off
advantage.
just as much
Yeah.
because they're expecting not to be able to hear, so I haven't prepared anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, throws them just as much. So works in our favour, really.
Yeah.
Uh, what's one piece of advice you would give to Romford Academy players that are coming through the system?
Watch as many games as you can because I think there's not enough players watching the game anymore. I think we get a very much of a highlight upbringing where we just look at the skill and the best goals and the biggest hits and the best fights. But I don't think there's enough youngsters that really understand the game of hockey now from an IQ point of view. Watching just a player, what they're doing, or a player that relates to kind of their game. I remember before I took over again this year, I was Rocco Leone was watching a lot of the games when I was there. And I just said, did you see what, I think it was Telford you were playing at the time. I said, did you see what Telford were doing there? Like, we've been doing a lot of that in training. And he kind of just looked at me and said, oh, what like, they're not really taking notice of the game and the little bits of the game. He's just watching the scoreboard, watching the highlight stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest, there are a group that tends to congregate now, over by the skate hire shop area bit,
Mm,
and Perry Whitlock tends to stand over there as well. So there is a few that are starting to come along, and they all sort of tend to congregate together, whether they do much watching or whether they talk during it.
yeah,
But I would imagine if there is a key piece of play where Perry would want to highlight that, he probably would turn around and speak to the boys and girls that are standing there watching. But it
yeah,
is nice to see that there is a few that are starting to come along. And then
yeah,
more the 16, 19 players that will be the next lot that come through the system.
yeah. I think it's so important to watch the higher level of hockey because, like I said, you can learn quite a bit from it. Like Perry might be screaming at his D-men about gap and about pressing hard up ice. And if a player, everyone learns differently. So if you say that and he doesn't understand it, watch it and see it. And so that's what I mean when I shout at you and say gap. Watch what Baker's doing, and this is exactly what I mean. So that visual learning of seeing it live in game action. So they just need to watch and understand kind of what are they watching for, who they watching, like position Pacific or zone Pacific stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely.
no,
As a visual
definitely.
learner, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. I think that's how my brother's done so well in such a short space of time because we've been following the team since just before COVID. So we've been watching for a long, long time, and he watched it a long time before learning to play, and then going into the academy. He did train down for half a season just to sort of get his confidence and stuff.
Mm.
And then when he did ice for the 16s last season and was asked to play up halfway through to the 18s, and then this season for the 19s, his confidence has just grown. And you can sort of see, and he'll often after the game, he'll be like, "Oh my God, did you see me do that? That's what so and so does at Raiders." And so it definitely does help. It
Yeah.
does help a lot.
No, I like that. Mm.
What is your favorite rink to coach in?
To coaching, I've only really coached in 3 rinks in the UK. It's got to be Romford because it's my rink. Can't not say Romford, really, can I? It's not like I said, I've travelled the world and coached and in many countries and many new stadiums, new arenas. So I've been fortunate enough. Poland a couple of years ago was a brand spanking new rink for us, and change room was unreal. The little details in there, but nothing beats home, right?
Definitely.
we we um we play a little game sometimes and we ask about if you can tell if the ice is bad within the first minute. And the amount of players that are like, at Romford, no, they don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm a bit
To
of a
be fair though, if you compare the Romford ice to somewhere like Peterborough's ice or even like Invicta's ice,
yeah.
the quality of the ice at Romford, and I know the time and effort that you're putting behind the scenes to get the ice to where it needs to be is also something that fans probably don't realise.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit of a snob. So every rink I go to now, especially when I go abroad, I look at the machine they're driving, I look at their ice. That's nothing like Romford's, but
I do skating, and it is nice ice. It
yeah, yeah,
is one of the best.
yeah.
It's just funny how they all quickly got in like, but Romford's great. Don't let Gary and Sean hear me say otherwise.
To be fair, we get a lot of compliments from the away team saying how nice the ice is, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
nice.
it's just one
Yeah,
where it looks nice. Even from the stands, it looks nice, but actually to be on it is nice as well.
Yeah,
Not every rink you look at some of the ice and you're like,
yeah.
I can
Struggles in
see a bit of concrete there.
yeah. Struggles in the summer, but it
yeah.
holds its heat too well in there. So being a third floor rink, it's got its disadvantages.
Oh, it's such a hot rink.
Yeah,
It is.
The
It is.
shorts will be coming out soon for a lot of
yeah,
fans.
Yeah, especially if it continues how it's been the last 2 days, they definitely will.
yeah.
Definitely. Being
Uh,
on the bench with the boys, what's the best chirp you've heard?
Oh, crikey. Do you know, being on the bench, you don't actually hear too much. Like, I never hear music. I never hear people shouting anything. You're so kind of dialed into the game, but you hear snippets. And when the game's going well, you hear a little bit more because you're less focused. But oh, what is the best chirp? TJ's definitely one up there with. He's relentless with his chirps. There's one game I had to tell Dewey and Cooper off because what goalie were they chirping? I think it was Napier they were chirping. I won't say what they were saying because it was pretty mean, but actually I had to have a go at them because they were just, again, that second period where we're close, their goal is close to our bench. Our guys are
yeah.
absolutely relentless, but yeah,
Oh,
there
so
are
the
some,
goalies really don't get a break because when they're at the clock end, it's the fan.
yeah, yeah,
Go to the other end and it's the players.
yeah. Like Dewey's so dry in his sense of humour as well. He just comes out with some absolute crackers. Just yeah, just put a smile on your face and you try not to laugh and entertain it, but you can't help yourself but laugh at what he says sometimes.
We have been told he's quite a funny one.
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
He is.
He's been brought up a few times as the funny one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
yeah,
something you don't expect it to come from him, but he's so quick with it as well.
Love
yeah.
that.
No, he was one that did shock us when it was first said. We wasn't expecting it to be him. We was expecting someone to come up with something like TJ or you can sort of you can see sometimes that TJ's often saying something and I try to lip read, but I'm no good at it, so I can't understand what they're saying. But yeah, no, it's
I
nice to
like
hear that they can
Yeah, I mean,
enjoy it as well.
even the our own team, if someone falls over when they shouldn't have fallen over or toe picks, it's yeah, Dewey's the first one on them.
I love that. Uh, Finally, last question. Do you have one message to the Raiders fans that are watching, or Romford fans in general? But
Uh,
Romford.
well, firstly, thank you for a warm welcome. Um, Secondly, let's make some noise because this Sunday gone when they score, no music's played and nothing's dropped, nothing's said. It does make a huge difference when there's no noise. Like our boys feed off that noise, feed off the atmosphere. Um, yeah, let's help us and push us to that final buzzer each game. Well, we got 4 more league games at home, 3 more playoffs, hopefully. Let's just be crazy, loud, proud. Let's really make some noise and enjoy the time because, like I said, you just never know what's around the corner.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And we had one message from Jakey yesterday.
Yeah,
He wants to say a big thank you for coming back and stepping in this season and saving them from having no coach. He really appreciates it.
there'll always be a coach there. I said I'd never say no if they needed help, but
Yeah, we asked him if he had any questions for you, and he said, "No, I just want to say thank you." So, at least you know the team's happy you're back.
yeah, yeah. That's nice. That day, my first training session back, kind of got some weird looks of why is Sean in the change room, and then Barry announced he was back, and got a few hugs and some. Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
It was nice.
yeah, definitely. I think the players and the fans missed you.
No, definitely.
Better than watching. It's better being on the bench than it is from watching.
Did you find it hard when you was watching and you're like, oh, I wouldn't have done that, or oh,
Um,
why did that happen?
yeah, I didn't like watching. Um, I don't know. You have a different mindset when you like. I don't like watching sport. So when I was there, I was just watching. I was just watching more individuals than I was watching a team performance. But yeah, it was hard to watch because it feels like since coming back to Sapphire and being in that league, I've been the only one that's really overseen them at that level, at that rink. I was happy and glad Leish was the one that took over, and I thought we'd done a fantastic job. Just unfortunately, his season personally was a bit of a nightmare season with all his injuries. So it's nice
Yeah,
to see him back playing and back playing at his best. But yeah,
Yeah.
it weren't nice to watch, but it was definitely nice not sitting on the bus every Saturday. That was the best thing about it.
I did
Yeah.
a few away trips with you laying in the middle of all the seats, having a nap on the way back.
Yeah, yeah. It's normally when I get kicked out the cards game because I lost or something.
And she's like, what's going on? Oh,
Oh.
Sean's in the middle of the hallway.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, thank you for
Stan,
coming and talking to us.
just
Oh,
quickly before you do go, I
Yeah.
oh yes.
think Stanley will go mad at us if we didn't ask. He's looking for a tennis partner to play against the twins, the Osborne twins. Is there anyone that you think that would be really good to join him?
What, Stan Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. He needs a. Jake is quite a man of talents of sport.
Oh, Jakey
We
said you don't
asked
play
him,
tennis.
Does he
he said
not?
he hasn't played it
He-
since school. He's
I
more of a
know he.
Melbourne man.
I know he does play tennis because he goes to the tennis court around the back of mine, but he works in the recreational side of it. So I'm sure he's picked up a tennis racket lately. Um, and he's got the reach. He can stand at the net and he can. He's got that reach. CC, he's probably got good hand-eye coordination. He'd be good at tennis, I reckon. Or Baker,
Yeah.
just because he'd be funny and angry at playing tennis.
Faye is just a funny and angry person.
Yeah.
Have you heard that he's going to shave his head if we make commentary?
I haven't.
He's not shaving the beard, but he's going to shave his head.
Well,
So,
Jakey did say at one point last night that the whole team was going to do it, and
yeah,
then he
Jakey
quickly
offered the whole
backtracked on
team
that.
out.
Very quickly backtracked on that one because then he realised that he had to be included in that.
Yeah. Nice.
But Baker has said, so I think if
There's an
if
incentive, isn't
anything
there?
will push the rest of the team, it'll be
Yeah.
that, because that'll be hilarious.
I think they're all bringing their clippers as well to assist him.
He said he's not committed to losing the beard, but he'll lose his hair.
Fair enough.
He said he'd look weird without the beard.
He would actually.
He would.
He would, yeah.
He's had it for so long. I think who was it was saying it? Was it Cole or was it Andrew? One of the two. They were saying that he's had it for so long now that they don't remember him not having one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think it would be a very weird shock if he turned up with no beard. Everyone would be like, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
kick him out of the changing room.
Yeah, I guess he'd lose a lot of his intimidation as well without his beard. Your baby face just snapping
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can look quite angry.
Oh yeah.
He can.
He's got an angry face.
Yeah.
But then he just starts laughing and it's like, oh, he's not angry, it's fine. When we spoke to him and he was, because he done it with Cole. No, Andrew.
No, Andrew. Cole was there
Andrew.
though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and like sometimes he just, when he was listening, I'd be like, is he angry at us?
I feel the same way sometimes when I talk to him.
I was like, have I offended him? And then he'd start laughing or something, and I'm like, oh no, it's fine.
I remember my first game at Sheffield away, and he just launches his helmet onto the bench. So, oh, Christ, what's wrong? He said, someone hit my ear. And he just would not let it drop, and he was so angry. He was like, oh, again, like, what's this guy all about? But no, he's a great guy.
Yeah. He's so funny.
Yeah. No, he is. Andrew did shock us though with how open he was to talking with us. Because when we spoke to him in person, he seemed quite shy. But when he come on with Jarrett, he was just
Baker couldn't get a word in.
yeah. Yeah.
Baker's a man. He's not a man of many words, old Baker.
No.
When he talks,
was meant to do it on his own.
When he talks, you listen, but he doesn't talk too much.
Yeah. Oh,
Cole shocked me as well. I thought Cole was quite a shy one. But we spoke to him for like nearly an hour and a half.
Oh, he's a goalie. They're all nuts.
Well, according to the goalies, they're not. And according to
everyone else.
No, someone said that especially Owen is the most normal goalie.
Owen said he was the most normal goalie.
Owen said that?
Yeah, I might agree on that, to be honest with you. Some of the goalies we've had over the past, they've all got their... I mean, would you stand in front of a 100-mile-per-hour shot and smile?
No. That's always my argument back at them. I'm like, well, you've got to be a little bit right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Owen said he was the most normal goalie out of all the goalies.
Yeah, still quirky, but he's really bad at cards as well, Owen. Really bad.
Oh, is he? Don't let him know you said that.
He took me money over the weekend, so I'll just wind him up.
Oh.
I bet Nils is good at cards with his chess background.
I didn't know he had a chess background, but...
Yeah, he played internationally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you Google his name, it all comes up.
Yeah, rapid chess.
Yeah.
Oh, the old clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the hardest chess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chess is
no,
hard in
he's
general, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, but no, he's pretty good at chess. So if he ever challenges you to a game of chess like he done it with someone else that come on and
Stanley.
was it Stanley?
Yeah, he tried to make a bet with Stanley for a game of chess, and Stanley was like, "No, no, no." And then we told Stanley that he's international, and he was like, "Well, I'm glad I didn't take the bet."
Yeah.
So watch out for that one if he offers you a game of chess for money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would have said no anyway because I don't know how to play chess, but now I know that. I'll steer clear of
But I'd
that.
imagine he'd probably be quite good at cards because it's quite you can be quite tactical with it, can't you? So
You can, but I think we play poker on
Oh,
the bus. So it's a lot of bluffing and a lot of poker facing going on. So you don't have to have good cards to win.
I don't think Niels could do that.
No.
although I reckon he'd be able to keep the straight face.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be able to keep the straight face.
I couldn't. I'm too much of a laugher.
Yeah, no, my
So
face
I'd be
does all
like,
the
Eli, and I'd
talking.
be like, no.
My face does all the talking, so yeah, I wouldn't be any good.
No. Right. Should we let Sean go?
Yeah, we'll let you go.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so much
much.
for talking to us.
No worries.
It's been great to learn more from the coach's mind.
Confused mind.
Well,
Thank you very much.
hopefully the weekend goes well.
Yeah, hopefully. Just get back to where we were last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got it. We can do it.
Excellent.
I'll
I
see
know
you
that
at the week.
Sunday would definitely be a good game against MK. It always is, and they've not been the best this season, so
No, they've turned around recently. They won what, 3 games last week?
Yeah, because they got rid of their coaches.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what it brings.
Yeah, I like an MK game.
Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
thank you again.
no worries.
We'll see you at the weekend.
We'll do. See you Sunday.
See you
Bye.
Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.